Hey everyone, I'm Brent Barnett with Gibraltar Hardware, and we're at Drum Paradise today talking with Operations Manager Travis Davis, and we're talking about maintaining drums and hardware and making sure everything's all good and doesn't fall apart on you before you play.
I'm the Operations Manager here at Drum Paradise Nashville. We store, deliver, and set up drum gear at live shows and recording sessions. Today I'm going to show you a maintenance walkthrough that I do for my snare drums and for rental gear, as well as checking cymbal stands, hi-hat stands, pedals, making sure everything's good and working properly before we set up. So for the snare, I like to remove the top and bottom head at the same time, and I take the wires off as well. Removing the tension rods in a star pattern so that I don't bend or warp the hoop over time. I like to give the bearing edge a good wipe down as dust collects over time underneath the head. This way, when I put a new head on, there's nothing in between the edge and the head, so I know that it's seating properly. I like to check the internal lug screws and the throw off and butt plate screws to make sure they haven't vibrated loose. I like to make sure that all the tools I have are nearby because each snare drum requires different tools. If you can get it in a multi-tool, that's the easiest way to do this job. I like to check the tension rod swivel nuts to make sure that they aren't stripped out. Once everything is cleaned and tightened back up, I like to put the top and bottom heads back on. I use white lithium grease on the threads to make sure that they are smooth when I thread them into the swivel nuts with the tension rods finger tight. And then I'll tighten down the tension rods in a reverse star pattern to make sure that the head seats properly on the edge. So once I put on the new snare wires, I make sure that they're in the middle of the head and equidistant from the edges, with the throw off at a medium tension and engaged. And if I attach the snare wires with the throw off disengaged, when I engage the throw off, the snare wires will pull to one side. And then to finish it up, I like to wipe the hoops down with some alcohol wipes and a towel just to make sure there's no fingerprints or grease or smudges.